Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the boyz' discography. So just a quick note before we get started. I know in my last video with ATEEZ I didn't cover their Japanese songs because they were mostly like remixes and like remakes of like their existing title tracks. But for the boyz, I've decided to include their Japanese songs because they don't really seem to be, I don't think they have a single like remake of their title tracks, and all of their Japanese songs are like original Japanese songs. So I think they have a place in this discussion. But yeah, just the regular disclaimer as always, this is just my opinion, but we all already know that, so let's just get into the video. I was a little hesitant going into this because I knew they used to have a cute concept, and that's it. I don't know, for boy groups, it's kind of hit and miss when it comes to a cute concept with me. So I was really curious to see how I felt about like everything pre-reveal, which is actually like a lot of their music. The first was kind of everything I was afraid of it being. It was just like standard cute songs that didn't seem like overly unique. The start was a little better. Giddy Up was actually the first title track I heard from them. I heard it like years and years ago before I was even interested in them at all. And even back then, I thought it was good. And now it still holds up. I enjoyed Back to You and Get It, but I didn't like love them or any of the other songs on the EP. So this middle section is lumped together because I have very little to say about all of them. The Sphere was nothing special, so much so that I literally can't even remember what any of the songs sound like. The only song that I like on the only, no pun intended, is No Air. Dreamlike and Bloom Bloom might as well not even exist because like outside of the title tracks, like I truly just can't remember anything about the song. So yeah, safe to say they're not my favorite. I was very excited for Tattoo because it was the only title track I hadn't heard before. I didn't really like Tattoo itself. Espionage had like this cool Bond-esque feel to it. Then, four songs into the mini album, and I don't even know however many mini albums into their discography, a miracle happened. There was a good song. Not like a, yeah, this is okay, good, like a card carrying, I would listen to this on purpose, capital G, good song. Stupid Sorry, I Owe You My Life. And to make the moment even better, there was another good song. They had their little like 2 p.m. moment with Bye Bye Bye. And at this point, I didn't even care that Brighter was forgettable because we finally got some good songs. Next, we have Reveal. I like Reveal quite a bit, honestly. There was a period of time where I was obsessed with this song, so I'm now just like every time I hear it, I'm just like, ah, yes. And also, it birthed the Road to Kingdom and Mama performances, so of course, it's just incredible. I also love Scar. I don't know, I just think it's like really cool and like, ooh, you know? Whoever choreographed Salty, you deserve every award known to man. Only good things in life. I love that choreography. It's so cute and fun, and it just, oh, yes. Goodbye was like their first proper ballad. So I was like, wow, they like went for it and it was good. I really like it. So yeah, Chase is pretty good. As far as like their first comeback since changing their concept, I think it's really good. I like that it doesn't just go for like the basic like grr tough in your face kind of image. And my favorite song from it is Insanity. Last but certainly not least is Breaking Dawn. The opening part of Prism was really cool and like 10 times better than the rest of the song. I wish it had kind of kept that direction. It had like this nice like club-esque sound to it. Next was Einstein. I'd never thought I would hear a K-pop song about Albert Einstein, but here we are. It wasn't bad, but it just felt like it dragged on. Like it felt like it was 5 minutes long. But anyway, next is Miss Breaking Dawn herself. Of course, we love her. Just amazing, stunning, beautiful, great raps, great dancing, just everything amazing. Flag is like a sweet little ballad with a nice sentiment. But as far as their ballads go, I like Goodbye more. Penalty was interesting. This was the first song I could actually say that I liked besides the title. After that was Kiss Me If You Can. I just want to say thank you to this song for existing because it is hands down the best song on the album. Like the chants, the ooze, the 2000 vibe, I love it all. Like I feel like the title "Kiss Me If You Can" would have worked really well with like the Steeler era, but like it's still really clever and I like it just as much not being attached to that era. This is definitely my favorite song on the album and probably one of my favorite songs by them like ever. Hush is like the obligatory thought song. Closer is like a weird mix between like being chill and a ballad, and the fact that it doesn't really commit to being either just doesn't work for me. For some reason on this album, Jacob was rapping. Like, I feel like Eric's obligatory English rapper position is being taken away from him, and it kind of makes me sad. But I do like the fact that Jacob wrote his raps. But actually, this album is probably like one of my favorite things they've released overall. Just lots of really solid songs, and I think they're just super fun and really good. Overall, their discography was okay. I mean, it wasn't my favorite thing ever, but I didn't necessarily hate it. Um, Even though I didn't like a lot of the music coming out of their cute era, I do admire that they had that because it kind of gives them somewhere to go. Like they started off cute and now they're not anymore. And when they did that cute concept, it wasn't like they just did it for like one or two comebacks. Like they have a solid amount of music in that sound and style. So rather than being like another group where maybe every single era their concept is completely different and it just feels like they're not really doing one thing and sticking to it, it made them feel very like set in what they were doing and very like, and it made it more intentional when they went on to switch their concept because, and it also just ended up being very perfectly timed, like right when they decided to switch their concept, it was like right when they were going on like Road to Kingdom and getting more like fans, and like obviously the more like hardcore quote unquote like bad boy quote unquote whatever you want to call it, that sort of concept look and feel is definitely more popular right now, so I guess it is the smarter quote unquote decision to do that. So yeah, but my big problems with their discography still remain, mainly that it's generic. Like almost any of their songs could be sung by any other group and they would sound the same, if not better. Their older songs sound like generic cute songs, and even when they changed their concept, they just went from being basic in one sound to being basic in another. And I think the reason why I kind of didn't like their older songs versus their new songs was like I said, I don't really like cute concepts that much. I don't know. It's kind of 50-50 hit or miss with boy groups. So it like now I'm like, oh, they're like doing a sound that I like. But so I'm more disposed to like the songs, but still kind of generic. I can't really put my finger on their like style, which I think is one of the problems. Like they don't really have a bunch of defining features in their music. And while I think this is the fault of the music itself, I also think it's because of how the music interacts with the members. The songs don't really go out of their way to show off the members' unique qualities or strengths, or don't particularly play to their advantages as well as they probably should. And speaking of their strengths, I feel like another part of this issue is that their strengths are very clearly dancing and performance, which can't really translate through just a song. So I don't know. I just hope that as they're continuing in this like darker concept, that they would find their footing in a sound that is more them and more unique and is just more like set apart from other boy groups doing the exact same sound. Overall, I gave the boys' discography a C plus. As always, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next video.